On October 25, 2017, a woman boarded a commercial flight from Bulgaria to Greece. She never got off. No customs record, no sighting, no trace. She had just built a $4 billion cryptocurrency empire, one that turned out to be completely fake. And when the walls started closing in, she simply disappeared. Today, she's one of the only women on the FBI's 10 Most Wanted list. They call her the Cryptoqueen. And to this day, nobody knows where she is. Ruja Ignatova didn't come from nowhere. She had a PhD in law, a background at McKinsey, and a talent for making powerful people feel like they were in on something exclusive. In 2014, at the height of Bitcoin mania, she launched OneCoin, pitching it as the next Bitcoin, a cryptocurrency for everyday people, she said. Easy to buy, easy to mine, destined to soar in value. There was just one detail she conveniently left out. OneCoin didn't run on a real blockchain. There was no actual decentralized ledger verifying anything. The coins people were buying were just numbers on a database that Ruja and her partners controlled entirely. It didn't matter. She threw a launch event at Wembley Arena in London. Lights, screens, thousands of cheering investors. She stood on stage in a red evening gown and called OneCoin the Bitcoin killer. The pitch worked because it wasn't really about the technology. It was about community. Local promoters in villages and small towns across Europe, Asia, and Africa, recruiting friends and family, promising life-changing returns. By 2016, OneCoin had pulled in over $4 billion from millions of people in over 100 countries. Here's what made OneCoin different from a normal scam cryptocurrency. It wasn't just fake. It was structured as a multi-level marketing pyramid, wearing crypto as a costume. To buy OneCoin, you didn't go to a public exchange like you would with Bitcoin or Ethereum. You could only buy it directly from the company in packages that ranged from a few hundred to tens of thousands of dollars. And the real money wasn't in the coin itself, it was in recruiting. Every package came with the right to sign up new investors underneath you, and every one of those new investors paid into the same closed system. There was no outside market setting the price. OneCoin's own internal exchange simply displayed whatever price the company decided to show, and that number climbed steadily, month after month, because there was nothing real to make it fall. Independent financial researchers who examined the system found no evidence of an actual functioning blockchain behind it at all. It was, in essence, a private spreadsheet dressed up as decentralized technology, with new investor money used to pay out early participants and fund an increasingly lavish lifestyle for Ruja and her inner circle. It was a textbook Ponzi structure. It just happened to arrive at the exact moment the world was too excited about crypto to ask hard questions. The first real cracks came from journalists and financial regulators, not from investors themselves. Starting around 2016, financial watchdogs in multiple countries, including the UK, Germany, and India, issued public warnings that OneCoin showed classic signs of a Ponzi scheme, and several nations began freezing local operations and bank accounts linked to the company. Investigative journalists began digging into the blockchain OneCoin claimed to run on, and found no public, verifiable ledger anywhere, the single feature that makes a cryptocurrency in the first place. Inside the company, the picture was reportedly just as damning. Ruja's own brother, Konstantin Ignatov, and co-founder Carl Sebastian Greenwood knew the coin had no real value and no real blockchain, according to later court testimony. By mid-2017, U.S. federal investigators had built a criminal case. An indictment was being prepared. Ruja Ignatova, according to prosecutors, knew arrest was coming. In October 2017, Ruja Ignatova boarded a flight from Sofia, Bulgaria to Athens, Greece. She has not been reliably seen in public since. A few months later, U.S. prosecutors unsealed charges against her for wire fraud, securities fraud, and money laundering. She was gone before the paperwork was even filed. Her brother, Konstantin, stepped in to run OneCoin after her disappearance and was arrested by the FBI in early 2019 as he arrived in Los Angeles. He would later plead guilty and cooperate with prosecutors. Meanwhile, OneCoin kept operating in parts of the world for years after Ruja vanished, new promoters recruiting new investors into a coin whose founder was now a fugitive from the FBI. Estimates suggest OneCoin took in more than $4 billion globally before it finally collapsed for good. Most of that money was never recovered. In 2022, the FBI added Ruja Ignatova to its 10 most wanted fugitives list, placing a $250,000 reward, later raised to $5 million, on information leading to her capture. Her co-founder, Carl Sebastian Greenwood, was extradited to the United States and in 2023 sentenced to 20 years in federal prison. Her brother Constantine received a lighter sentence after cooperating extensively with authorities. Investigators have chased leads placing Ruja in Germany, in the Balkans, even suggesting she may have had plastic surgery to alter her appearance. None have led to an arrest. As of today, the Cryptoqueen remains missing. One of the most wanted fugitives in the world, last seen boarding a plane with a suitcase full of cash and jewelry, according to reports from those closest to her. OneCoin worked because it borrowed the language of a real revolution: blockchain, decentralization, financial freedom, and used it to sell something with none of those things. It also worked because it didn't target Wall Street. It targeted communities, churches, immigrant networks, small towns, where trust traveled faster than skepticism. The real lesson isn't don't invest in crypto. It's this: if an investment only grows because you keep recruiting the next person, it was never really growing at all. Somewhere in the world, the woman who built it is still out there, and the case is still open. If you want to understand how the biggest financial deceptions in history actually worked, including the ones still unsolved, this channel breaks one down every week. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.